Speed cubes can be expensive, but some are pretty cheap and still really good. So today, I'm showing you affordable cubes I'd buy if I were starting cubing in 2026.
For a 2x2, while I do main the GAN 2x2, it is a little expensive. So I recommend the MGC 2x2. This one is $10, and it's actually a pretty good cube. So I'll just do a solve on this. I'm a bit rusty, but this cube has pretty good turning. It's a little fast, but you can definitely slow it down with some lube and corner cutting. You're not going to be cutting that far, but yeah, this is a pretty good cube for only $10. For 3x3, I main the Waylong V9, but it's $42, so that might be a little too expensive. So I recommend the RS3M V5 Pi Cube Special Edition. And I don't think this is limited edition, so you can probably still get it, even if you're watching this video in, like, May of 2027. And it's a pretty fast cube. So, if you like fast cubes, this one's pretty good. But if you don't like fast cubes, then, like I said with the previous cube with the 2x2, you can slow this one down with some lube. And I actually get decent times on this, like this one. It's my main, and this is the only cube I found that, like, I really like. But this one, this is probably like my backup main. So this one's actually really good for only $25. So for 4x4, I actually main the one I'm going to recommend. This is the Waylong M 4x4. It is $12, I think. So it's not the best. Probably get a better one than this. Maybe like the MGC. Because this one, it locks up quite a bit. But for $12, it's actually an amazing cube. I would main the MGC that I just showed, but it's over lubed, so it doesn't turn very well. And I've been wanting to get a new 4x4, so it probably will. But this is the 4x4 that I'm going to recommend for right now. And it does turn very well. I recommend putting FZ Calm in this. That's a very good lube for this cube. For 5x5, yet again, I main the cube that I'm going to recommend here. This is the Moyu Outrong, and it is a single track. I don't know what that means. I think it has something to do with the magnets, but it just has normal magnets, and both inner and outer layers turn very well. There's not many lockups, and for only about $22-ish, it's a pretty good 5x5. So for 6x6, I main the Aoshi, I think that's how you say it, and this one is over $40, but the MGC 4x4, not 4x4, 6x6, I actually don't have, and I would recommend it, but I have heard that it does pop a lot and break a little bit, so I'm going to recommend this one here. It's the Aoshi, and it turns pretty well. These layers turn out like a 2x2, they're not the best, but you know, it's a 6x6, there's a bunch of pieces inside. Outer layers, pretty good. And many of the top solvers use this, and this is a very good 6x6. For 7x7, I main the Moyu Alpha, but I'm going to recommend the MGC here. And yes, I have it in this cool pattern. It's pretty cool. And this cube turns very nicely. Yeah, for a $35 cube, I'm pretty sure it is. And the Alpha is good too, but it's like $50-something. So that's why I'm recommending the MGC. And for $35, this is a very good 7x7. It is a little big though, but I think for still, like I just said, $35, still amazing for this cube. So for square one, I main the Pi Cube square one. It's just a normal MGC square one with some extra stuff added like UV coating. And there's some more options like equator magnets or something and some other stuff. But I just have this normal MGC one with UV coating. And I main it over my normal MGC, which is still a good square one. But I just like this one more. This one's like a couple more dollars than this. So really, whichever one of these you get, it's perfectly fine. But I recommend this one just a little more than this one because of the UV coating. For Megaminx, while I do main the GAN Megaminx, it is a little too expensive to recommend for this video. So I'm going to have to use the Yoo-Hoo Megaminx here. And this is my favorite Megaminx, but it is only $12. For $12, it's pretty good. But for some reason on this one, only like half the sides actually turn well. But I don't know, maybe they just have bad quality control. But this is a really good cube. And I know a lot of top solvers use this, like, what's his name? Leonardo Martin Lopez or something. Leandro Martin Lopez, I think that's his name. And I don't know what Team FA uses. He probably uses the GAN one because he's sponsored by them. But this is actually a pretty good Megaminx. It's not my favorite, but I know a lot of people really like it. For Pyraminx, I recommend the Yushin Little Magic. And this one, it is $8 or $7. I think it's $8. And it's a very good Pyraminx. Many of the top solvers use this. And I main it. I average sub 4, like just a little less than 4 seconds. And the turning's pretty good. You can do AUGs pretty nicely on it. Sometimes you lock up, but not very often. And the tips, I used to have them where all 3 of the magnets were inside. But I took one out because they were a little too strong. So it's pretty easy to customize. And this is a pretty good Pyraminx. I recommend it over the Weilong just because it's cheaper. But also the tips on the Weilong are just a little too slow. So I guess 2 reasons. So yeah, Pyraminx is the Yushin Little Magic. So for Skewb, I'm going to recommend the Weilong Skewb. And this one is $20. And I main the Weilong Skewb, probably because it's the only good Skewb I have. But even though it is the only good Skewb I have, it's still a really good Skewb. And the GAN Skewb, I've heard that's good too, but I don't know how much it is. I think it's around $33 maybe. But this one is cheaper. It's $20. And for $20, this is a pretty good Skewb. Now, I'm not the best at Skewb myself, but this is a pretty good Skewb. For clock, you can pretty much get any Qi clock. And if you do, well, don't get the Chinese one because that one's not comp legal. But all the Qi clocks are good. And, you know, some of these are limited edition, but these 2 and the top 3 aren't, but the rest are. And, yeah, Qi clocks are actually really good clocks. Just don't get the Shangxiao. That's the only thing I'm going to say. Don't get the Shangxiao. Get a Qi. Doesn't matter which one, unless it's the Chinese one. Don't get that, because it's not competition legal. So, yeah, just get a Qi clock. So these are the cubes I recommend if you're starting cubing in 2025 or any other year. So I'll see you cool cats later.